Again, good morning, class. So today I'm going to discuss you with the ratio and financial statement, the imports of financial statement, the uses of financial statement. So here is your final chapter of the financial management lessons. Talk about so far. We talk about the different sources of finance, short term, long term. We do cash flow forecasting and we do break-even analysis. We do costing, cost profit calculations. We do, and then we do ratio analysis, financial statement, um, income statement, statement of comprehensive income, statement of financial position, like that. So you have now thorough knowledge about the financial management thing. So you know the most important thing, including ratio analysis also. So today, my objective is actually we'll find out what are the importance of these financial documents, why we need this thing, and how different stakeholders are using these financial documents for their to satisfy their different objectives, right? So mainly, if you go through the financial statement, normally, different people need different financial statement. For example, myself, if I'm a, remember like last week we go through financial statement of John Kill's company, Kingsbury, it conspiracy like that. Why? Because we are not a shareholder, we are not a bank, we are not the customer, but as a community, as normal like a student and academic purpose, we have to refer. Like that, so that's just another purpose because even normal person can have a some stake, some interest about the business organization, their financial statement, because at least for academic purpose. Not like that, sometimes if you want to invest now in share market, sometimes you might go to the financial statement, who own these shares, what is the performance of the shares, profitability of the shares, like that. You can do a like a rough estimate of the company valuation and everything. You can get an idea. So potential investors' financial information are important. Bankers, they need financial information, especially SOFP, Statement of Financial Position, to find out asset liabilities and capital and everything. So we need, as a for government, they need financial statement documents to find out the tax money they have to calculate, to find out the success of the economic policies they have taken, like that. Most important, the primary stakeholders of the company. No, in main there are three internal stakeholders, no, like owner, managers, and employees. So owners normally they need to know the financial information. As a result of that, they want to find out whether their performance, whether their business organization actually performing better or not. These things are there. So financial documents, like we are going to find out different uses of the financial statement for different stakeholders. If we go through this financial statement, the first case study, you can see use of financial statement. One reason why business produce financial document is because to provide the useful information to help assess business performance. Documents can also be used to help decisions, uh, and a company stakeholders might use this document. However, different stakeholders may look at the document for different reasons. For example, uh, bank may look accounts when deciding whether or not to lend business some money. Employees maybe look at accounts to see whether the business can afford to pay raise or not. Okay, we'll watch some example. You can see now case study. You can see Oja building supply. This was building supplier, construction industry, produce building raw materials for the construction industry, such as like cement and like Tokyo Super, right? So today we don't have manual. So the company began to looking for a new supply of calcium silicate. So especially this is called another name for cement, calcium silicate. It's an important raw material for building. The like cement is very important for the construction industry. A suitable supplier has found, but the supplier would not supply goods on credit until it looked at financial account. That's why if you're making a decision like this, someone asks you, okay, I have a project, I'm going to build a 20-story apartment, right? Can you provide me to these items and everything, this much of remains on credit? So I'll give you within 1 year, like that. So if some company or construction company asks, the company actually they are not normally satisfied with the thing. They are asking sometimes a document which actually you can provide as evidence, a supportive document they will ask, that is called a financial statement. So this company, the OJA, the supplier, and that company they build the supply they had, and then show some kind of financial information for the business with. So mainly, so now what happened? They are looking for a supplier of the calcium silicate, and then suitable supplier has found. but supplied goods on credit until he had looked at the company accounts. So new supplier say, okay, I can give this material for you, but I want to give on credit. I want to see your accounts. Okay, so this is the accounts of the OJA company, the supplier, the manufacturer. So he show this to the supplier of the silica, and then it mainly can see the extract of the particularly interest amount of the working capital, uh, interest in amount of the working capital, net current assets as they are. OJA building supplies had and table 32.1 shows some financial information for the business between last 4 years, 2012 to 2015. You can see their current asset situation. They have inventory, trade receivable, cash, and the total. You can see inventory level 128,000, 132,000, and decrease again in 2014 123,000 and decrease again 2015 121,000 inventory level. Trade receivables also same. Cash also same. Cash is very pathetic. You can see last year 2015 it's only 300, right? 300 euros. So, but because the total value also same 219, 233. First 2 years okay, and last year it was gone down to 187,300. Look at the current liability. Trade payables also increased. Other creditors increase. Total values you can see increase. Liability situation 154, 148, 168, 193. You can see the last year is bad because when you're looking at the information of the OJA, so last 2015, their current assets are less than the current liabilities. You can see 187 and 193. But all other 3 years, we have noticed this thing 2012 to 2014, that's first 3 years, their current assets are greater than current liabilities. Okay, so that is first 3 years okay because they have a liquidity position is okay because okay means that not perfect because if you calculate the ratio, be 1 is to at least 1.5 should be there, but I don't think the 1.5 is there. So basic ideal one is 2 is to 1. But this case, you can see the at least you can see the net assets situation to have a positive net asset value, positive cash flow, positive working capital. Current asset should be greater than current liability. That condition we can see only 2012 to 2014 only last first 3 years. But last year it was a very pathetic situation. 2015, the current assets gone down, and it's actually you can see the current liabilities are greater than now current assets. Literally, this is a very risky situation. Literally, this is a situation kind of like a close to bankrupt. The business was in a troublesome time. So, if I'm the supplier of the silica, calcium silicate for this company, so genuinely tell me, if you are the supplier of this company, are you giving the goods on credit? Rama, what do you think?
No.
No. Ashwin,
Huh?
are you giving this company on credit or not?
This not sure, so I have to think some more.
Okay, Kiyasha, what do you think? Are you giving this company on credit or not? Hmm? You can use chat line also. So
Yes. No, sir. No, sir. No, I won't give, sir.
yes, yeah. So Ashwin and Ramal answered. Yeah, if I'm also, I'm considering not to give on credit because the situation 2015 was really bad time for them. Even though 2012, 13, 14, their current situation, the current assets are greater than current liabilities, still the liquidity portion not strong. In 2015, the liquidity portion become worst. So therefore, now suddenly, I know if I'm giving them on credit basis, they will not never be able to pay it. So this is not a good time to actually give on use loan. For example, now also a lot of banks and everything, finance companies, leasing companies facing a huge problem. What's the problem? Recovery, recovery of loan. Ne? How many people are there now without a job? Ne? How many people are there? For example, let's say a tuk-tuk driver. Ne? He bought a tuk-tuk on leasing. Now how can he settle the tuk-tuk because he's no? He can't go. A person who bought a bus and he used to travel the bus and collect the money, and from that he paid the leasing. Now he can't send the bus, so how there is no revenue. So how can they pay these loans? How can they pay their? There is no liquidity. Same thing for housing. A lot of people, their monthly salaries and everything deducted. So how can they pay? So these things are there, especially businessmen. A lot of people who are paying loans and leasing and everything, they're in a very troublesome time period because of the current situation of the curfew and everything. Therefore, we can see the liquidity portion goes down. The organization like OJA also signed up situation like that. The liabilities went up more than the assets they have. Cash actually, you can see only 300. What can you do with the 300? So that's a supply. That's why you actually wise enough to actually ask this financial statement from the company. Then only that is called scientific decision making, students. So because before someone asking a credit and everything, you have a right to ask, okay, can I see your balance sheet? Can I see your statement of financial position? At least not the profit and loss, because profit and loss sometimes you can see, that is confidential. I don't like to share my profit with you. Then you can ask, okay, I don't want your profit. Can you give me a SOFP to find out the asset and liability? So you can get some idea current asset and current liability section by looking at that, because net profitability is not there. So you can find out, okay, this business actually now in a situation of a bankruptcy. It's like that. So, but the problem here, what happens if they don't have this record? If the new company, how can they collect these past records? Can't. As another problem is there, what happens if they manipulate these figures? If they give give some kind of like a fake figures in order to like get the uh, like a approval from you. No. That's why some organization nowadays they're asking audited financial statements in this purpose, because the auditor is a person, independent person who actually go through this financial statement and make an opinion about the okay this provide true and fair view according to his knowledge. So therefore, audited financial statement we have to accept. We have to always, as a banker, always they're asking from when if someone actually asking a loan or something, bank loan, they're always asking audited financial statement, because that is more trustworthy and more reliable than a unaudited financial statement. In this case, their total figures you can see now bad. Okay, let's go to other part. There's another business model is there. Okay, look at this case study. This case is a meat farm, right? Uh, Park Farm, which is a small chicken meat company in South Africa. Marcus and Mansil owns this company, which supply restaurants and retail. So it's a meat chicken farm shop, and then these farm items they're producing for the nearby restaurants and other retailers also. However, owing to the increasing competition from the cheap imports, profit has fallen in recent years. So profit reason why? Because of the imports, cheaper imports. Sri Lanka also same. Now currently you can see the 1 kilo of chicken goes around 580, 540, 580. But what happened? If you import that thing from India, nearby India, we should be able to import that thing for like a 200 rupees or 300 rupees, right? Like a half cost we can import, so maybe less than that. But if what happened if you import like that, we can sell that item to the market for example like a definitely for 400 rupees we can sell for retail price, because our import cost only 250. So 400 means another 150 rupee margin is there. So, but what is the local price now? Local farms and everything, because our cost is high, their retail price is 580 rupees. So 180 rupees more. So then what happen if you sell the imported items at 400 rupees, the local market will prices will go down, and the local farmers will be what happen? They will making a loss. They make a loss because they cannot match the import prices because their cost is high. That's why government they are thinking they are not importing these items because in order to give some kind of a support to the local farmers. But the problem here, who suffer at the end? Consumers have to suffer. They have to spend more for the items they are buying. Cheap cheap prices you can import from other countries and India and everything, especially eggs and everything same. Especially with vegetables and a lot of items actually we can import from other countries at cheaper prices, but government not doing it because the government actually want to protect the Sri Lankan business. But sometimes when the demand goes up, like situation where there it's a Christmas or New Year something, and a lot of people consumption increases that time, when local supply is not enough, then that time you have to government giving the permission to import like tons of chicken and everything to Sri Lanka at that time to cover up the excess demand. Okay, so this case, what happened? Their profitability gone down because of the cheaper imports. The profit has fallen in recent years. He had decided that if the farm does not make a profit of at least 5 lakhs, 500,000 per year, he will retire from the farm. That is like a, because no point of doing business and at least if you don't have, if you are not earning like a 500,000 per year. Then what happened in table 32.2, you can see the statement of comprehensive income. Not like last time SOFP, this is a SOCI. This comprehensive income statement, you can see the revenue 2015 7.4, 4.7 and 4.5 gone down. Cost of sale gone down. Gross profit gone down 1.5, 1.4. Administrative expenses increased little bit. Operating expenses improved 10,000. Operating profit decreased 540 to 450, about 90,000 drop. Disappointing, no? Disappointing. Financial cost improved. Profit for the year decreased. So not only half a million, not even half of it. 2015 they earned like a 344, but 2016 200 more. So what kind of thing that I think this owner going to do? Retire, no? He promised. He says if they are not making 500 lakh, at least 5 lakhs profit, they are going to retire. This is actually what happened. Definite retirement. Right. He will probably like a disappoint lot 1,000 times, right? Last year and 3 lakhs, at least this year that was not there. What 5 lakhs? No? 2 lakhs only. Guys, this is the situation of the business organizations right now. Imports and everything should be there, but in a considerable control level. Because if you have imports and everything, sometime in unnecessary times, for example, right now, Sri Lanka, we have now paddy fields and everything. This is a good time for harvesting. The paddy fields are ready to market. But same time, what happened? Government take a decision to import paddy, import rice from India, other countries. Then what happened? The local prices gone down. That's another thing. So this will happen again. I think now there's a shortage of turmeric powder in the market. Why turmeric still we are still cultivating. Harvesting period coming a little bit like other few months away. So I believe that government will again when the harvesting time comes, they will import that thing. By then what happened? The local price is now going like turmeric powder and everything. They are selling like very expensive. I think 1 kilo they are selling around 3,000 rupees. The government want to reduce it. They put a maximum price of 700 rupees also, but that's not working. You can't buy turmeric powder from anywhere. Then what they're going to do? They will reduce it, the prices by importing. That's their strategy. At the same time of harvesting, they're importing from the overseas countries also. Then they are going to release the item they confiscated to the market. Then what happens? The local prices can be go down. Then now they are selling at 3,000 means consumers definitely they can't buy that much of prices, because even 100 grams they are selling around 300, 400 rupees. The small like some inferior products came into market as a result of that. So much of economic problems arises as a result of that. So now the government has a responsibility to issue these things to the market. Then they can reduce the prices, because it's an essential good, right? So kind of a turmeric means a very important essential spice item that you're using for the cooking, so and medicine. So this is one incident. So this case actually talk about this South African case study. Definitely the person is going to retire. Why? He can't turn 500,000. No? 500,000 will be there in his dreams. Because of the imports and everything, he can only earn only 2 lakhs. What to do? Okay, now you can just asking the stakeholder, which stakeholder is interested in the financial document information in the table 32.1, which stakeholder interested. Previous case study, we talk about the building construction thing. Stakeholders, mainly important stakeholders, who investors, bankers, suppliers. What conclusion might be stakeholder in the question of one row from the information in the statement. So conclusion one, we talk about if you are a supplier, you are not going to give that person on credit. Why? Based on the fact that the person's financial position, the liquidity level is low. Okay, so that's the idea that you have taken into the thing. and asking how Marcus and Sil use the statement of comprehensive income. So, this kind of situation, they also can use the situation to find out the profitability of the organization, and then the company's the successful of the organization. You can see they're not increase their profit, they decrease the profit. 3 lakhs to they reduce the profit to 2 lakhs. So it's a very bad situation if you are running this organization, because that means the organization not a good time to actually invest. I think the person definitely the markets will be thinking of retirement, because he will thinking, okay, better to invest in a fixed deposit something, and be relaxed. You can still you can earn some kind of a good living without doing this business, because there are not enough profit you are making. So sometimes people, so that's why a lot of people discourage and they shut down the business operation, because why, the effort is too much, but the return is not that much, right? So that this is so I can show you the model answer for this. You can see Park Farm, which stakeholders interest in the financial information in the previous case study. Asset liabilities. So for OJA building supplies, a supplier will use this information to decide whether to give the company trade credit. If the business is not financially secure, it would be risky to selling the goods on trade credit. Yes. If the business is not secure, it will be risky to sell on credit. Second question, what conclusion might be the stakeholder will be arise? What conclusion might be the stakeholder? One will draw from the information on the financial statement. The information on table 32.1 shows that the working capital portion of the OJA building supply is worsening over the time period. Current assets fall between 2012 and 2015, while current liabilities are rise indeed in 2015. Working capital is negative because current assets are less than current liabilities. That is happened in 2015 only. This suggests that the company will struggle to pay its immediate bills. As a result, supply is not likely to grant over the OJA building supplies trade credit, because they might be not get paid. Okay, that's the risk. That's how I have to explain like that, analyze like that. Okay. Question number 3. How will Marcus Van Zyl use the statement of comprehensive income shown in the statement of comprehensive income to make the important decision? Marcus Van Zyl is going to use the statement of comprehensive income for 2016 to make an important decision regarding his future. What is the important decision? Whether or not are you going to discontinue this operation or not, right? And then, guys, this case study, you can see he has decided that the farm does not make a profit of 5 lakhs. He's going to shut down the business. He will retire from the farm. Unfortunately, the statement of financial position, you can see 2016, it's 211,000, 201,000. This is even lower than the previous year profit of 2015. They earned 344,000. Presumably, Marcus will retire from the business, right? So that's kind of the questions you can ask normally, the practical aspects of the financial statement. By looking at, without calculating ratios, even you can comment on that kind of thing. Okay. Let's move on to the using financial document to assess the performance of a business organization. Right. Now, let's go to one financial information. I want to show you a couple of examples like that before you're going to another part. Let's go to Colombo Stock Exchange. Right. Yesterday it was fell by 100 points. Because of the current economic climate is bad, share market actually performing bad. You can see this is happened for the market still closed. You can see yesterday share market fell 99.61 points. So this kind of financial, we go to the financial statement mainly. You can see the performance wise, Sri Lanka Stock Exchange was poorly performing. You can see the charts and everything within one day, how the situation. So within 1 week, you can see situation. You can see the slope of the curve is negative side. Now share market going to like the crashing situation. I think today it will be further, can be broadened now. You can see during 1 month, this is like that, 1 month. So a lot of people are expecting this will be the situation like in last where it happened to like 6th of October. Like another 3 weeks ago, the situation was very bad, and then now situation I think going to that level again, 1 month time period. 1 year time period, you can see still market actually better than last year, because the share market went to the lowest position in the May. You can see May 11th, the share market fell their lowest position. But yesterday, when starting with the lockdown, some other areas, and then now find out the second wave was very big. So you can see again they started to fall the share market levels by 100 points, especially the like a big counters like John Keells and everything. You can see it happens. Okay, we'll go to the yeah. Let's go to our company, one of our leading companies. Let's go to Tokyo. Emmanuel here, no, right?
Yeah, sir, I'm there.
Let's go to analyze your company.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now your share price yesterday went down by 2.7 rupees, like 4% share price went down. Share like a previous closing price 59, now 57. So that's the situation now. Shares going down. Yesterday about 600,000, 6 lakh shares was traded. Now let's go to your financial statements. Now we are market capitalization like 15 billion capitalization company. So let's go to your financial statement. We'll see what is the situation right now. I want to see the annual report. An annual report only you can see the 10-year summary and everything is there, not the quarterly financial statements. It's a construction company. Tokyo Cement means Sri Lankan leading construction company. So profit performance highlights is there, page number 4, and financial information, financial calendar, auditors report, financial position, cash flow, changes in equity, everything there in these pages. Economic review, okay, financial, okay, statement of comprehensive income. 97, page number 97 we can go through, and page number 4. Okay, performance highlight of the company, they are giving the performance. You can see information. Gross profit margins are key financial indicator they calculated. Can you see the screen, guys? Right? So performance calculator, you can see financial key. This is the margins they calculated. They are given these figures by calculated. It's easy because as investors now you can analyze, because you know the theory how to calculate this. This is the group and the company 2020 2019 last 2 year performance they have given. Key financial indicators, you know how to calculate these things. Gross profit margin, group gross profit margin 28.67, company gross profit margin 24.53. Compared to last year, they have increased their gross profit margin 20% to 28%. This also 19% to 94%. Is that good or bad? What do you think, Emmanuel? Huh? Gross profit margin increase is good or bad? Kamal? Navid?
So is it good?
It's good because normally this is a fast moving or slow moving company, cement company.
Slow.
It's slow moving, yeah, slow moving construction industry. This is not like supermarket, slow moving items. So slow moving items, the liquidity, we see the liquidity position, the current ratio, ROC also good, is improved 16%. That is more than bank you are earning 9.1%. The company wise 4.9 to 9.1. They have improved. Even ROC, this is the profit margin and everything. They comparatively 2020, no, yeah, 2020 they have improved their profitability. I think from cost cutting and everything, they improved their ROC also improved 4.9, 9.1, 7.9 to 16.1. They have a good return for the investment. 16 point. That is, if you put your money in a banker is not giving you 16%, but this company gives you a return for investor 16.1%. This is a very good company. And look at the current ratio. Now, by looking at your knowledge, tell me, Jnana. Hello, Emmanuel. Yeah. So tell me, what about the current ratio of the group is so bad? 0.9.
0.9, sir.
0.9 is to 1. Last it was 0.6 is to 1. Compare level of 0.7 and 0.6. let me know if your current ratio good or bad. Is it ideal or
Let's see.
bad? What should be the like a good range? Current ratio?
0.9.
Zero. No, no. This is actual figure 0.9. What should be the proper range? Current ratio should be within the range of
0.79 to 1.
that is quick ratio. That is quick ratio. The current ratio is should be
Oh, current rate. Sorry.
1.5 is to 2. 1.5 is to 2. So that's the ideal one.
1.5 to 2.
It is less than 1.5. So liquidity wise, it's actually good, not good. Quick ratio also should be 1 is to 1. Lower bound should be 0.75. That also bad. But it is doesn't matter why. This company is not a fast moving item, slow moving. They don't need to have that much of liquid. Why? They don't need to pay that much of money for their suppliers and all. Ne? It is not a supermarket. No? It is the slow moving item. So you can have enough credit periods are there to situation. Okay. So that's a beauty of this is as I told you, some companies, though their quick ratios, current ratios are not in the ideal standard, not in the ideal level, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because they have a low liquidity position. It's the nature of the business. It's the nature of the business because they have given some credit period, like Siemens also same thing, hardware and everything. When you're giving the hardware, your stocks and everything, you have to give some credit period, no? Right? So you have to give like a to collection period should be like 6 months sometimes. So that's why they are collection the current ratio and everything like low like this because they don't have enough cash like that. But with the low liquidity they can operate because it's a slow moving item. That's the thing. Janya, you understood? Okay. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, that's the situation. Even though their figures are not ideal in the ideal standard, the companies we can see it's a very good company because the organization operates as a good way. Organization operating in a nicely operating dividend ratio everything. So they haven't given any dividend this year. So profitability device, no, yeah, product portfolio everything. Go to page number 92. Here this is the assets SOFP. Look at the SOFP of the company and everything. Look at the value. Current asset and current liabilities only. So their current liabilities you can see. Look at this figure: 15.6 billion, 15.6 billion to 10.2 billion. The current liability is gone down. It's good. How that happened? They are trade payable. They settle the bill. 4.8 billion thing. They settle to 2.5. They settle those bills. Okay, that is around 2 billion, 2.3 billion. They settle. But they I think they announced their bank loan, bank overdraft also they have settled 9.2 billion, 6.2 billion. So that's here. This is a good point. This is a good trend. They settle their liabilities and everything. Current liabilities now how much? 15.6 billion to 10.2, 10.3 billion. Look at the current assets at that time. They have 10.2 billion current liabilities right now. Look at the current assets of the company. Current asset of the company only 9 billion. That's why 0.9 come. 9.2 divided by 10 point. No. So the 0.9 comes because the current assets are lower than current liabilities. So idea should be at least 1.5. They have only 9. That's why 0.9. 9.2 current asset to 10.1 current liabilities. Even last year also same. They have 15.2. Down they have current assets of 10.2 billion. So their current assets are less than the current liabilities, which is actually we normally business we say this is a liquidity problem. Their cash and cash equivalent only 400 million, 300. But current year they have tremendously improved. Liquid level actually they manage somehow, right? So I think you can get a good idea about this. Is even though their performance indicators are bad, they managed to do this question, this problem they sort out. I think nicely. You can see their cash flows and everything, inflows and outflows. This year they have settled cash and cash equivalents, bank overdraft they reduced, 1.5 billion they settled, and That's right, because they had this year financial planning was really good. This their cash flows and everything. You can see depreciation, amortization, leasing, operating working capital. So they have managed their financial statements very well. Interest paid, 1.8 billion they have settled. Proceed from the issue of shares, nothing. Repayment of the interest-bearing borrowings. Repayment of interest-bearing borrowing. You can see settlement 23 billion. Receipt from interest-bearing borrowings 22 billion. They received 23 billion. They settled. Okay. So this is the situation. By looking at the financial statement, guys, you can get some good idea about the current company, whether to invest or not. But even though they are whatever the financial performance, you can see the share market was going down because the surprise factor is there always. Uncertainty is there in the share market. That is there. Okay. The organizations always they are facing with the uncertainty factor. Right. So managers and employees, you can see. You look at the most important stakeholders who are mainly looking at the financial statement. First one, you can see managers and employees. Manager also another employee, but we categorize him as executive because he's a little bit higher level than the normal employee. Managers will want to assess the performance of the company. The profit made by the business will be a reflection of their own performance. For example, if the company does not well, there may be a position to ask for the owners of a higher rewards. Right? Managers might be also make also the comparisons with the competitors to see how their performance compares with the rivals. Managers might be more motivated if they see their company's performance better. Employees might need the financial information during the wage negotiations. Yes. If information about the profit and the prospects of the business could be used to decide whether it can afford to meet the wage claims. Even employees also, managers might be thinking about their success of their decision they have taken, but the employees might be thinking about their job security. Can we negotiate more wages? Can we ask the salary increment this year? They're thinking about that, right? Because they're thinking about their prospects. Managers thinking about their decision, their promotions, their management, salary increments, everything. That's why there's a strong influence for the especially managers and employees towards the financial document. They are mostly thinking about the performance of the organization mainly, and the employees will have a stronger position to demand the wage increases because of that. If the company performs better, they know okay the company is performing better this year. We have a right to ask salary increment. They may be also look at accounting information to see whether their job secure. Okay? If the company not earn that much, what happened? I think I show you that some information regarding the this one 8 Spence Hotel. Last quarter they only earn only 4 lakhs. Yeah? There's a huge threat now. The employees of the working in the hotel industry, what happened? They might thinking, okay, that's the end of their career. Right? Their job security problem is there. So much of people, the people who are working in the tourism industry, right? Nothing to do for the last 6-7 months. They are in home without doing anything. So how can they earn anything? How can they survive? That's a problem. So that's why they are always looking at this information because when the tourism happen, when the tourist industry operates only, they can earn some money. But now they can't earn any amount of money. So that's why they have jobs and everything. Their total industry in a crisis. Right? The government can't do anything because government has so much things to do, so many things to do. Right? Passing 20th Amendment and everything. Right? So that's why government and everything. So mainly have to tackle about this thing. Because today also, the foreign secretary of the USA is coming here to sign some agreements. So these things are there. Government has to mainly looking at the other diplomatic relationships and foreign policy, and then their constitutional reforms and everything. But mainly, you can see now this situation was now economic crisis and the pandemic situation was worsening, and our economic sectors and some areas were fully locked down. Some the areas like Amba and everything for about more than 3 weeks now they have locked down. Yeah? Those people how they survive? No jobs at all. So now step by step it's moving towards the Colombo and other areas also. I don't know how many of you now living in a curfew areas. So these situations are there. So that's why, guys. So mainly you have to focus about this time fully. Now you have enough time to focus on the studies and everything. So academically, they are going to meet up all their academic goals and achievements. So we'll work hard, we can actually overcome this challenge. So give first priority for the safety and health, and then we'll move on to other parts, other aspects of our life. Because everything, academics and everything, will be moving online like this throughout the term. And we'll see in the, even in the next term also, will be next year also. The situation is same. We have to keep on doing this. Okay, owners and shareholders, the second most important stakeholder of business organization, guys. If I'm the owner of my business, I'm thinking whether the business is actually in the right track. The mostly this kind of situation, I'm thinking whether we can survive. No, because if I'm the captain of my ship, what I'm normally thinking, what kind of information I need for my financial statement. Right? So I want to see, because it's a sea. Normally, the proper captain means a captain you can actually like take your ship in a like a difficult conditions, in a rough sea. Right? If the waves are coming, tidal waves are coming, the big like a tsunami things are coming. So then the person who are the good captain is the captain who can actually sail your ship in a rough condition, not in a stable sea, not in like a flat surfaces. Right? So that's why the good captain means a good businessman. A good ownership means the person who can take up this challenge. If you're going to shipwreck job, if you're going to whatever, if you're going to actually bankrupt, if you're going to shut down the business, mean you're not a good captain. So shutting down the business is a last resort. Right? When captain also, he's the person who actually thinking of the ship. Okay, what can I do if I can't bear this condition? What else to do? So ship has to, like like Titanic, he had to no other way. He has shipwreck with the business. Same thing. Owners and shareholders may be thinking about that. This kind of tough conditions was the main thing they can do, not the expand, not the speed up the business, just to manage this rough conditions. If the wave is coming and everything, how can we face these challenges like that? How to absorb these economic shocks, and how to actually flatten these things. How can you future expect this thing? How can you make a contingency plan for this? Even sometimes business you can operate zero income level situation, should have another backup plan, right? To operate that situation, to operate this kind of things are there in organization. You can see owners and shareholders are mainly they are looking at the targets, they're looking at the profits, they're looking into the getting like mainly like a previously Marcus the situation, the farm shop thing, you may think about the discontinue the business if they doesn't have income of 5 lakhs. But I think Marcus is wrong. If I'm the Marcus, I'm thinking of no, he's doing a bad thing. Right? Why he actually going to discontinue the business if the because it's still business earning some money. Right? Still he can survive if he can cover the like a fixed cost of the business. I think he should be continued. It's 500 million for what do you call 5 lakhs profit targets or something too much in the bad condition. That's why you have to think about this thing situation, and you have to overcome the situation. They have another always there's the plan B must implement. So shareholders of a limited company is also thinking like that. The company going bad, a lot of people they are trying to sell their shares at current prices. That's what happened yesterday. Everyone starts selling their shares because they know if they sell now, they can purchase that the shares when they go down from bottom. They can purchase it again. There's a lot of shareholders they are doing. They are selling the shares at current market prices. Then market prices will collapse, and again they will go down, and again they will purchase from that prices. That's what happened. So this is the kind of a situation we call the economic cycle, right? Recession situation. And market comparison, you can, as a owner, as a shareholder, you can compare your performance with other performance in other companies. And you can, by comparison and everything, you can financial documents will be help you to do that comparison, whether we actually improved or not, whether we grow our business or not. Whether investors often prefer to invest in the growing companies. A lot of investors they prefer to invest in the growing companies. Okay, today I actually to wrap up the lesson, we talk about mainly the uses of financial statement. We talk about how to analyze a financial statement by taking those case study. We talk about how to assess the liquidity of the company, whether we are going to sell someone on credit. We have to mainly assess that guy's liquidity position. But the problem in Sri Lanka and all other countries, it is hard to obtain these records. It is hard. If you are PLC only, for example, if you Tokyo Cement or something and I'm a supplier for Tokyo Cement, easily I can download like that. If it's a public listed company, what happens if the guy is a private limited company? What happens if the organization is a sole trader, we can't ask information. The information not sometimes not there. He will not reluctant to give the information. That kind of situation because competition is very high. A lot of people are taking decision without considering these factors. They're just giving, okay, you need how much you need, I'll give you, I'll believe you and give me. But just belief is not enough. Just gut feeling is not enough. Scientifically, we have to analyze whether the person has the potential to pay or not. Actually, the potential is not there. By looking at the financial statements only, we can see. That's why, guys, always when you're making a decision based on the financial statement, take the financial statement. Like a doctor making his decisions based on your reports, your blood report, this report, that report, blood report, sugar report, urine report, this sample, that sample, CPR report, PCR, everything. So mainly looking at that figure, ECG reports, they are recommending doctor, okay, you should go immediately, you should go take a surgery. Evidence is really important. That's a scientific way of decision making. This is a way of scientific way of making decisions in the business organization. That's why we need record, guys. That's why we need to learn accounting, to read the financial statement, to make the decision in future as future leaders. Right? So I think that's why the ultimate objective of financial statement is decision making. Help that financial statement to make decision. This is that. So you should be able to read what is the financial statement. Is that business a healthy business or not? So today one aspect we did, we took an example like very good example. We took the Tokyo Cement company taken and we analyzed that company's financial performance and the liquidity. And now I believe that you have that at least some knowledge you added today in order to analyze this financial statement. Okay, from that I'm winding up my today's session. If you have any question, please feel free to ask the questions on my Google Classroom and my WhatsApp group also. And guys,